Alright, welcome to game number 1 in the best of 9 clan war between Miraculous Gaming and PG Academy. We have, in the top left hand corner from Miraculous Gaming, our first player, the orange zerg player, Hyjinx. And in the bottom right, the opponent from PG Academy, eXqUiSiTe, with a very weird capitalization there. eXqUiSiTe. The purple Terran player. Not much to see here, nothing very interesting going on. Getting that Overlord, not going to be a 10 pool, not that you see 10 pools very often now, or nowadays, just really not a thing. Supply depot going down in the regular timing, Overlord just chilling around. Getting the regular, just getting the drones, getting the stuff. Nothing, no reads to be made whatsoever from either player. We actually have no scout either though, so won't be able to see the gas timing if there is any. Barracks going down, 11. Standard. Going to be a refinery now, going to be that Reaper harass. Going to try and get some drone kills if possible. Maybe just annoy Hyjinx and make his test his APM. Stuff like that. And here we're going to go out for the 15 hatch. The drone is now pulled. And I heard some noise, so probably someone tried to message me. We'll see that after the game. Anyways, we have the hatchery going down, and there's the rally and everything. Pretty good so far. We have gas going to be barely enough mine to make a Reaper first. Probably not going to be a Marine out of there. Would be floating a little bit of gas. If so. And here comes the first Reaper. And it's rallied straight to the main, straight into there. Pool just now started, and a gas as well. Going to be getting that speed. Going to have to use the speedlings to take out the Reaper, build his third at a reasonable time. That does impede drone production at the early games. Going to be a little bit behind on economy, but that's okay. It is a trade-off for earlier third, which would be very difficult to get should he not be able to kill the Reapers, basically. And so anyways, one Reaper's done and another one on the way, and now money is piling up, and he's probably going to be expanding very, very shortly. Probably maybe in the main, maybe not, I don't know. Actually, I have no SCV has scouted, and no scouting from either player at all whatsoever yet. This Overlord does come in here and see no expansion yet. Going to be a little bit late because of that Reaper. And actually, what is he building? Probably building another Reaper. He's going to be a third Reaper. So here comes these Reaper. Did he kill a drone? No, he did not. Now he did. He kills one drone, and that's very unfortunate this early on. But the Reaper does have to go away. He does get. Does he get that? No, he does not get any scouting information whatsoever. He just goes in there and kills a drone, and then leaves. This Queen of the Natural is a little bit behind because of the gas. But both queens are now ready. Reaper does actually not know that the Zerg went fast gas yet. So he will find out as soon as speed's done, of course, or as soon as he decides to scout it. So anyways, we have a factory. Is that a factory? Yeah, factory and a CC going down at the same time here in the base. Not going to be building on the low ground. Maybe afraid of Ling harass. Two Reapers are very annoying to deal with as Zerg. We have them two-shotting the Lings here, or almost two-shotting. Wow. Or like two shots from both Reapers, so four-shotting and technically. So anyways, there's combat drugs kicking in. Going to be healing up. Pretty much OP Reapers time. And actually, no, he does lose a Reaper. No, not quite. And there's three Reapers, and three Reapers is very annoying to deal with. He's going to have to wait to get speed and a swell of Lings before he even thinks about taking that third. And this Overlord is in a good position to scout later on to see if he's taking a third or adding more racks or what's he doing. He actually sees a starport now, or he doesn't see it, but we're actually we are seeing a starport now, and here's three Reapers coming in, and three Reapers versus one Queen is actually really annoying to deal with. Queen will take a lot of damage there, and the Ling speed comes out, and now the Reapers are pretty much dead, and there goes the Reapers, and now we can finally see a third going down for Mr. Hyjinx, and there's a creep tumor from the third Queen getting two Queens, one for each inject and one for a creep tumor. Totally standard there. Now the third is just now being, or the natural just now being put down, rather landed, and the Lings already see it. We actually have two Hellions building. That won't be enough to chase away these Lings, especially with this speed. No wall here whatsoever to speak of, and he actually has to force a cancel on the orbital and lift off. These 2 Hellions are not enough. He's probably going to want to get 4 Hellions before he goes out and takes that, and then he's going to be very delayed on his natural. So a Cloak coming up and a Banshee, and not much else though for the Terran player at the moment. Going to be trying to catch the Zerg by surprise with no spores, and that's probably going to work. And absolutely zero detection here. He has no lair on the way, even nothing at all. With these 4 Hellions, he could probably poke out with the Lings and try to micro, but that is if he can micro. We have sorry, this is just the first Banshee. The first Banshee's almost out though, and that was a really good position for the Hellions to be in. Gets a really nice shot off on those Lings, and with 6 Hellions, that'll just completely shoo away those Lings. I wonder what Hyjinx is actually expecting right now. He does not see anything at all. He just saw the factory, which is completely standard at this time. Nothing. Can't really make a read if it's going to be a fast third or a barracks push or this starport, but he'll know when the Banshee hits him basically. And that's about it. Did he see anything? I don't think so. And now a lot of Hellions coming out. 8 Hellions and a single Banshee on the field. Going to be doing a lot more damage than it would have had he scouted. And still no Spore Crawlers whatsoever. Lair is about finished. But he'll have to make an Overseer, have to wait for that Overseer to make. And meanwhile, the Hellions can actually take out the Queens. And then there's nothing left to fight for the Banshees. Or fight the Banshees, rather. And 1 Banshee actually going to poke away at that, and that Hellions are enough to take Hellions alone are enough to take out those Lings, which is not usually supposed to happen. It's usually supposed to be able to micro a little bit, or have to micro. And there's micro from the Hellions, actually taking out quite a decent chunk of Lings here. And this may go down. This Queen is just going to get sniped here. And actually, no, it does not quite get sniped. With these Roaches, these Hellions are going to be pushed back, but the Banshees are still uncontested. He anticipated the Cloak and actually got a Overseer, so that's great. And he does almost kill 1 Banshee, not quite. Very, very close. 1 shot away, 5 health away. Very close to killing that Banshee. He's actually getting a Hydra Den now, maybe anticipating mech, and which is actually the case, it looks like. 2 factories on the way and going to be... Tech Lab on the barracks, so probably going to switch that. And 2 Banshees in the main, being very, very annoying indeed. 2 Cloak Banshees. I don't think 2 Cloak Banshees is enough to actually predict mech, but that's okay. I don't... it could be anything. It could be a transition or something, but he is guessing right that he is going mech, and the Hydra Den will be, in fact, a good idea then once he gets Hydra Roach and then Viper, stuff like that. So anyways, +1 range attack is now on the way for Hyjinx, and he is going to be injecting that hatch with the wrong Queen. The Queen actually came down instead of just injecting this Queen. So anyways, looking kind of low on the drones for this point in the game. He did get harassed quite heavily, but that's 44 drones to 44 SCVs right now. No third yet. Now just started the third on the way. The third CC, that is, not even putting it here. Probably wants to spread creep with this. Going to be delay that third by another minute. At least, if he doesn't notice it right away, that is. And we have Spore Crawlers going down in each base, 1 of them in each base at least, and that's gonna make it so it's not gonna completely defend the Banshee, but he's gonna be able to not necessary Overseers, basically. He's not gonna need Overseers because the spores can actually detect, of course. We're actually adding more and more Banshees on. How many Banshees does he have right now? 3. And they're all over here. They're all going to try to attack at once. And the Banshees are going to go inside here, maybe try to pull the Queens away. And then as soon as that happens, the Hellions are going to go into the third, it looks like. Is there anything to defend this? There isn't. Or there is, but it's over here. And here goes the Hellions into the third, going to be taking out a huge number of drones. And that's very bad at this point. He just got those saturated. Those drones did not pay for themselves yet. And that's going to be a huge loss for Hyjinx. And where did the Banshees are still over there, not actually doing anything. This sheer number of Hellions is going to be able to take out these Queens, it looks like, and take out a bunch of larvae that just freshly popped if he's paying attention. And does take out a Queen, and there's the Roaches, so he's going to have to run away now before losing too many Hellions. He actually loses 1 Hellion, not quite. Ooh, wow, very close to losing 1 Hellion. And now replenishing all those drones at once. He would like those to be Roaches at this point. Spire going down for the later transition, it looks like. And here's the Banshees. These should have been in here quite a while ago. He's actually going to focus fire the Hydra Den, and it might actually go down if there's no transfuses and nothing to protect it here. There are actually no Hydras in sight, and one Queen tries to kill all the Banshees, and the Hydra Den does, and he's focusing the pool, and there it goes down. Finally, and there's the Hydra Den that goes down, and he's going to have to rebuild it, and that's all the Hydras he has. 3 Hydras. Very, very bad. 3 Hydras is not really enough to push a giant mech army, but I mean, roaches are pretty good against mech anyway. We actually have the 3rd now going down. He did not... Oh, he actually did scout the thing, but he did not take care of the Overlord just yet, so he has to do that before he lands it, of course. And still no decent drone saturation at the 3rd. We actually have... Okay, now it's good saturation, and just a big swell of drones coming out. 61, 66 is the optimal saturation for 3 bases. That is 16 on minerals and 3 on each gas. That adds up to 66 overall. And the creep spread is looking not too good right now. Actually, no creep, 0 creep basically. He's actually going for the Muta switch now already, and lots of tanks here gonna just kill this bio army. I mean, every Zerg unit is bio, so I mean, I don't know what you call this, just Roach Hydra. But it is kind of a bio army. Anyways, the mutas are growing in number, but I don't think it's a very good... I don't think it's a very good idea, because he's actually spreading his gas out too thin, it looks like, in my opinion. He's getting... What has he got? 8 mutas, and that means many less Hydras, many less Roaches. And on the flip side, since he went Roach Hydra and getting these upgrades and all the Roaches, that means just less mutas overall. But in this case it worked, because there's next to 0 anti-air for the Terran player here. He just has tanks and Hellbats, it looks like. Couple Marines, so basically no anti-air. Just now starting a couple of Thors. He should have been starting them a long time ago. And that would have been very nice for the Terran player, for the defending. So actually one Muta trying to take out these Banshees, actually doing a pretty good job of it. And there's some 3 Hydra there. That'll help quite a lot. And here's 2 Mutas actually working on this, just getting split up and stuff. Not a big deal at this point. Terran going to mine out his main base, and that's going to leave him on just 1 base to 2. Or 3 soon. Yeah, soon to be 3. 1 base to 3, and that's not good at all. He's going to have to take this base back as soon as possible. What is he scanning? He is scanning, he's scanning that, and he's like, oh shit, he has it. Got to do something about that. Now, tanks are very good. I mean, they can take out bases real quick, but there's nothing really to deal with these mutas except these 2 Thors. These 2 Thors could actually deal with these mutas quite handily. The ground army just gets absolutely obliterated by the tanks, and yeah, but the mutas are basically uncontested other than these Thors. Now we have the Thor count going up to 3. Widow Mine's on the way now also. And gonna pull these drones, or SCVs, to the 3rd, so that he's of course not oversaturated in his main and undersaturated as 3rd. Actually has pretty good saturation across the Zerg here, and I'm actually being pinged here for... Okay. It was a mistake, it looks like. So anyway, yeah, because that's like Fog of War. Ping the Fog of War, will you? That's funny. Anyways, we have lots of mules going. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of mules, and only 3 orbitals, or 4 orbitals. That is more mules than you should have with only 4 orbitals. I'm sorry, but it's true. Anyways, we have a Spore going down here just to protect from the Banshee. Not protect the Banshee. Why would you want to protect the Banshee? Protect from the Banshee. And is there a hive? No. Infestation bit just now finishing. Going to be doing hive. There he goes right away. And see what he transitions into. He's getting melee attacks now. He has 2-2 on his Hydra Roach, but he is actually in a Ling Bling Muta army, it looks like. No Banelings. What is this? What is this upgrade? Oh, okay. That's the that is the transformation servos. The thing that you can turn Hellbats and Hellions, like, you can transform. That's what it does. Not that you didn't know that, it's just that Blue Flame is also on the way too. That is going to make the Hellions and Hellbats insanely good. And these siege tanks are doing a wonderful job at killing their own SCVs from splash fire, or splash attack, or splash damage. Jesus, splash fire. Man, I'm mixing up words today. Now, we actually killed a bunch of SCVs, but basically traded a whole ton of Lings for it. I don't think that was quite worth it, but yeah, that's okay. It's not really that bad. Lings are actually only minerals. At this point in the game, minerals are pretty much abundant, and gas is the thing you should be worrying about. We'll see what Hive Tech Zerg decides to go, if he goes anything. And the mutas are out of position to defend these Hellions, but these Lings are going to take care of these Hellions. But the Blue Flame is here, and he's actually transforming into Hellbats, and that's not, I don't know, okay. Alright. Kills a few drones, but actually loses quite a bit of Hellbats, and there was not many drones here to begin with, as far as I know, unless there was. I don't know. How many drones have been killed so far? 27 drones killed. And here's the big move out. This is looking to end the game right here, and if he doesn't, he's going to have quite the trouble because Zerg is on a better economy than he is, and he has a bunch of Banelings, and Ling Bling Muta, not the best against this army. The little tech switch he did is a little bit iffy there because he wasted quite a bit of gas on that Roach Hydra army, and he's now actually going for the Ultra Cavern. If he's going to be choosing a tech path, he probably wants to pick one and go with it. Tech switching is good with mutas and stuff, but spreading out your gas is this is what happens, basically. You don't have much of an army. And here's the ground army, and he's actually behind on upgrades as well because he was upgrading a range the whole time. And let's see the Terran's upgrades. 2-1, and that's actually, since vehicle and ship share the upgrades now, he can, in fact, transition into Sky Terran if he so chooses, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. This Terran actually just containing Zerg to these 3 bases, and that's actually pretty good for him. We actually have Terran expanding to this, going to have a planetary fortress here, and just muling up the new bases. That's actually very smart. You do it on instinct, but it's actually very, very, very good because you want to mine out the more recent bases more quickly. And 7 Ultras have hatched here, and that could actually be the game changer. And just a ton of Ultras here. And oh, the Banelings just fire on all the Hellbats, and the Ultras just overrun, and it's absolutely amazing. And oh wow, what was that? Was that a Hunter Seeker missile? Because I didn't see anything. It might have been a Widow Mine or something. Oh no, it was a Hunter Seeker missile. Okay, cool. I was wondering, I'm like, where's the Raven? I didn't even see it. We actually have a huge army back home. Ultras are very, very good against tanks, but I don't think they're good enough to actually pierce this many tanks. This is quite a large number of tanks, and this planetary is not being killed by these mutas, not with all these things here. And the Ultras are actually out of position or misrallied, or no, they're actually trying to go there, it looks like. But the Ultras are all, actually one goes down, and the others are just going in by themselves. That's very bad. He's going to lose these 2 Ultras, and actually loses another one to a Widow Mine. Actually loses 2 Ultras. We're basically free there. Didn't actually kill anything, but that's just really unfortunate. Not that there's much he can do. He's actually going to try to just come in and kill this planetary. With 4 Ultras, he can kill the planetary, but not with all this shit guarding it. He's going to, or that's 5 Ultras, but we're going to actually see all the Ultras go down extremely quickly. And just getting split up yet again, the army, part of the army is attacking the planetary, part of the army is attacking this. And there's the GG from Hyjinx, and eXqUiSiTe takes game number